Hey everyone, it's Starlene. I wanted to share with you my October project that I created for the Secret Squirrel Sisterhood Society. This month's challenge was to pink it up, our box, and to also make an inspirational quote journal. So I'm going to show you the journal first. And what I did was, in the past when I've made stuff for people to put in their purse, they unravel, they tear a little bit. So I chose to use some book boards to make it more like a book, a hardback book. And that way, hopefully, if she puts it in her purse, it'll, take the wear and tear of being down in our pocketbooks, as we all know how that goes sometimes. So what I did first was just paint my book board. I painted it a brown, let it dry, and then I took a darker brown and put over it and used some cling wrap, saran wrap, and did like a leathered look on it. You can't really tell on the front, but you can kind of a little bit on the back. I did go over this with Lindy Stamp Gang Gregarious Gray, because the reason for that is I wanted to do a gray cherry blossom right here. So the paper that I used pretty much throughout this whole project was from Teresa Collins. I used some of the Timeless, and then I used some of the Posh collection. So this is just the front. I Mod Podged a couple pages down on the front, added a little pink heart, and this is a Prima flower, and this is a I Am Rose's cherry blossom that I use the Gregarious Gray, whatever it's called. And then I always use I Am Roses and use Ethereal Emerald, but I think this time I used Mojito Green to create my own leaves. I just like that sparkle effect. And then on the side, I hope you can see this, I just added a couple laces here and some bling trim down the side that I got from Carla's Etsy, and some Prima bling on here. And then I put a swivel clasp on here, and what I basically did was just add some charms on there. She can keep it as is, she can take it off. I did put a Tim Holtz inspired charm on there, and then just a few more ones that I thought was really cute. And then the way I bound it was I used just some elastic and went around the back. I just punched a couple holes in there, hope you can see that, and ran my elastic through there. And the back I put a little, this is actually from the paper line, the die cuts, and she could put little notes in there, receipts or whatever, and I put the word fabulous. And then kind of on the back as a funny thing, this is one of my favorite stamps I own, and it says, just when you think you have seen it all, you try on your bathing suit. And for women like me, that can kind of be a scary adventure. So anyway, what I started doing was I used this from the paper collection, and then I just started stamping a few quotes that I like, and I basically wanted her to be able to do with it what she wanted to. So then throughout the rest of the book, all I did was I just stamped the pages, and then she can add to it. So that's my little journal. It's not real shabby chic, which she likes shabby chic, but I thought it would be a little bit more durable in her purse. And that way she'll feel more comfortable about taking it with her. And like I said, in the middle there is her initials, so that's why you can't see that. Okay, now here's my box. And I used a little bit different box than I normally use. And I really like this one. I think Amy used this box as well. I liked it because it has a handle and it has the brass corners on the top and as well on the bottom. So what I did was I painted it pink. And when I looked at it, it looked like a box that Pepto-Bismol had been poured on. And I didn't like it at all. And so I really worked with what was I going to do. So I thought, well, I'll crack a little white and then I'll add the pink on the top. And so that's what I did. And I used several different laces. I layered my lace. Here's some flat back pearls up at the top. I put some Prima Bling here. And then I had bought this large rickrack trim that I wanted to make a flower out of. But it just seemed like it worked so perfect for this. I said, forget the flower. I'm going to use it here. So I put this trim from Carla's Etsy on here because I know that my swap partner really likes this. So I put that on there. And then over on the side, I added a really nice big Prima flower, and then some more of those little leaves I made with Lindy's Mojito Green. I really like that color. And then as you can see, I did it all the way around the box, so it can be decorated from all angles. Oops. And then on the top, what I did, I really like the way the top come out. I started off, I wanted to use this ornate frame from Sizzix because I know she likes it. And then I didn't really want to put a picture or anything, so I used the negative. I glued it back down and put this down on some glue dots. And then to cover up where normally that would be cut out, I just added bling around here. I think this is Prima Bling too. And the paper is not from this paper collection. It's actually from my Mind's Eye blush collection, but I thought it kind of matched pretty well. So I put that there, and then I put a Tim Holtz book plate on here. Instead of putting the little brads, I put little roses because I'm such a rose fan. And then in the middle is her name, and I used glossy accents over it. So that's why it's covered up. It's got her name on it. Then I guess to get down to the bottom of the box, this is from the Teresa Collins collection. I thought it looks like lace, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I really like this trim. This is from Carla's Etsy. I really like that. I like the white with the sparkle in it. And my swap partner is really into bling and sparkly and all that. And so I really wanted to do something that she would be really, really proud of. So then I had gotten this Battenberg lace doily from Lori. Hey, Lori, thank you for this. I'm using it. So I put it underneath my ornate frame just to give it a little back and a little emphasis. And then my partner also likes flourishes. Well, I love grunge board, and so I had these grunge board flourishes that I'm telling you, I don't know how many different things I did to this, but I painted it, I distressed it, I put distress crackle Tim Holtz. I even put some little glitter on it with some glossy accents so it would stay. But here's the start of the flourish, and it comes underneath the frame, and then it comes out over here. So I really like the way I debated 2 or 3 times whether I was even going to use it, but I really like the way it turned out. Up in this corner, this is just a Recollections butterfly that I really like. And then more of my Mojito Green leaves with a blingy flower from Carla's Etsy. This is a Prima flower that I use, and of course I used a lot of bling coming off of here. And then over here is just my typical what I always do, and that is just layer a lot of flowers. So you've got Prima, you've got I Am Roses. These are I Am Roses. These 3 are Wild Orchid Crafts. This is a Wild Orchid Craft. And then there's some feathers underneath here. I don't know how well you can see that. And then I have these sprays with these baubles on them. And I really like that, and I know my partner likes them too, so I thought that turned out really cool. And then I cut this from the paper collection, but this is from the blush collection, my Mind's Eye. And I liked it because it says charming, lovely, beautiful. And I thought it just added a little bit something. It just needed something up in that corner. So that's basically the front of my box. And I hope you can see it, because I was really debating on whether I liked it or not. But once I got to really working on it, I really thought it turned out well. So then on the inside, I used more paper from Teresa Collins. And this is what I did. This is actually from the paper collection. And it had this, looks like a bow, and then it looks like a lace butterfly. So I really wanted to do something with that. So what I did was I glossy accented it and let it set for seems like 24 hours. And then I put some black pearls around it, and then just wanted to accent the actual piece on the paper. Then I added trim around the edges, just some black lace. No, this is crocheted trim that I had. This is something that I'm pretty sure Michelle gave me this, but I'm not positive, but I think so. And this is just a blingy frame. And it comes in one piece. I love it. So I just put it down there. and I used a die cut and then put one of my favorite quotes on here on some paper. It says, creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes. Art is knowing which ones to keep. So I put that on there. Of course, I had to add a little bling to it. And then I used some trim. This came from Joann's. And I have a humongous blister on my finger because this fell back on my finger with hot glue. I thought I was going to die. It hurt so bad. And I hated to give up my beautiful pink flower here, but this is from Michelle, and she did such a good job. And I needed something for that little spot right there, and it fit in perfect. And then I made my partner these stick pins. They do come out, so if you want to take them out and use them on another project or whatever, they're not stuck in there. They're just actually put in there to hold them for right now. And then up in this corner, I cut out a Sizzix frame and added some more of that paper that is on the front. And it is a usable frame. This edge is open, so if she wanted to put something in there, a picture or whatever, it is totally doable. And then I just added a little recollection flower right there. And the bottom of it, this is actually from the paper, and it's flocked black, and so I thought it kind of looked pretty cool. And this is a very large box. I was impressed with how big it was, and it was just a really nice box. And I got it at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and it wasn't, gosh, I don't know, it wasn't expensive at all, but I really liked it because it had a lot of hardware on it, and it was deep, and she can use it for a lot of things. Hopefully she is really going to like it, because I liked it. I thought it fit her personality. I did a lot of reading and watching videos to see a lot of the things that she really likes, and so I hope she likes it. So that's my project for October, and this is going out tomorrow. This is Thursday, November the 3rd. So my box will be sent out tomorrow, and all her goodies and everything are already packed up. So just a FYI for my secret sister, if you watch this, make sure that you have your scissors when you get ready to open it, because everything is on lockdown because it's going a pretty good ways, and I didn't want anything to get messed up, and so you'll need your scissors to open up your goodies. Anyway, that's that. You guys have a great evening, and thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.